my God, I have never been so intimidated on this stage in 7 times out of 10 that I've done this. Holy crap, you guys are amazing. I have cried 3 times tonight. Y'all are beautiful. All right, so I am literally the least qualified person to talk about art tonight, and I'm going to do about the least arty thing, and that is video games. We're going to start with this beautiful Irish bastard. His name is Grant Morrison. He has written enough comics and scripted, doctored enough movies to pay for 4 houses on 3 continents, and he says that video games will subsume all other media. And he's using that word on purpose, because subsume is not an active act, it's a passive act. It's a passive act where media drifts down into something else, drifts down into something different. And what he's talking about is the fact that interactivity is coming to everything. Books, film, TV, music, it's all becoming interactive. Just look at YouTube and Twitch. Hundreds of millions of people consuming billions of hours of content every single day. And that's our new art. And the thing is that Robert Ebert, that's his name, not Siegel, told us that video games can never actually be art. He said, in fact, that we are lessened when we play video games. And I guess I see what he's talking about. When I first played my mom's Atari 2600 back in the day, I mean, these games weren't exactly art. I mean, the system wasn't going to belong in the MoMA. But if we want games to be counted as art, we have to think about what Ebert's really saying. Like, do games belong alongside in the same sentence as Beethoven or Kandinsky or Shakespeare? I mean, do they? Really, God honest truth, do they? Because right now, when the biggest AAA title in the world comes out, you press X to pay respects. But no, that's not a yes. That is emotional and cultural junk food. That is not an emotional engagement. That is a button to pass through something that you should feel. I mean, video games right now are this stupid, shitty Taco Bell AM Crunch Wrap, when really they could be the AM breakfast at Andrew Michael Italian Kitchen. And I think that's where they need to go. And thankfully, there are a group of designers and developers that are doing that right now. They are taking the studio money, they are taking the hard way, and they're trying to push games in a way that no one else is doing. And you get to experience amazing interactive projects like Eco, which is all about what it's like to put your hand in someone else's and trust them. Trust that they will carry you through something you couldn't get through on your own. You get to experience games like Flower, where you are literally a flower petal on the wind. There is no strategy, there is no enemy, there is just something that you could never be. And the game lets you be that. There are games like Journey, where you and another random human being assigned to you by the freaking God dice have to explore a world and get through a world where you can communicate with nothing more than tones. Where you recreate language just for you and that other person. You have games like Gone Home, where they take all the horror tropes we've ever grown up with and turn those into a way to tell the most beautiful love story I've ever experienced. You've got games like That Dragon Cancer, which I will never be strong enough to finish because it tells the story of a father watching his son die of cancer. And these are just 4 examples of dozens, if not hundreds, of games that are pushing the envelope for art. And so let's just cut the crap. Let's cut to the chase. Let's do definitions. Play is anything that is not related to survival. Games are play that have organized rules around them. Art is anything we do that we consider creative and evokes emotion. This up on stage is creative endeavor. I think it evokes emotion in you guys. Therefore, it is art. So you combine these 2 things, and you have a very, very simple answer. Games that evoke emotion in those that play them are art. Full stop, end of sentence, games are art. But there's a reason that matters. And that matters because of what you guys do that I don't. So you're going to have this kid that's grown up his entire life, literally putting his fingertips, both figuratively and literally, on everything around him. Media is bent to his will. And when you make art, you want it to last. And video games have found out the trick. It's when you make a game that someone interacts with, they invest in it, and it matters to them. So make your art do the same thing. Learn from games. Invest in your art through interactivity.